Hey you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Lady T here. Welcome back. So we're gonna do another reaction video. Pop the Balloon, my favorite dating series. All right, y'all. So on this particular episode, I believe it was episode 20, we have our girl Nucci. I guess that's her name, Nucci. And so there was one question that one of the guys asked her, and I think it's a very good question to ask in the dating world today. Me being a married woman is something that, that I have to do even in my own marriage. And for someone that is seeking to get married, it's something that could, that's going to come up. So y'all tell me what you think. Tell me if you agree with the answer that she gave. And just kind of let me know what you feel, and I'll give you my opinion as we go. All right, let's get into it.
I'm going to go ahead and see if you guys have any questions for her. You do? Okay, let's start here.
What is submission to you?
Submission.
What does it mean, a submissive woman?
Submissive is like allowing my man to lead. So like, let's say we want to buy a house or something.
Yeah.
And I want to live in one area, but you tell me that you want to live in this area for this, that, and this reason. I'm going to listen to you, and if I feel like, okay, my man has proved to me that he can lead, I think he knows what he's talking about. If we move here, it might not be the best idea, so I'm going to go with what my man says.
What do you mean prove to you?
Just like letting me know that you have like, you know what you're doing, basically. Just like financially, spiritually, mentally, with your goals. If you say that you have goals and you haven't achieved any of them, then why would I let you lead anything that has to do with me? So just proving it that way.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Any questions here?
What city you stay? I mean, where you stay? Like,
I stay in Phoenix.
you stay in Phoenix?
Yes, sir.
I stay in Cali, so I don't know.
Ooh. Long distance.
Long distance?
I don't know about that one.
All right. So long distance is a no for you.
No, I can't do that.
Okay, so you did have him get his balloon back. Is he someone that's your type?
He's handsome, yeah. I would entertain him.
Oh, entertain me. Hold on.
I would.
Hold on.
What did I say something bad?
You said entertain.
Yeah. Entertain the idea of getting to know you.
Okay.
Now, you guys, I wouldn't use the word entertain, being that she's a stripper, because that can come off the wrong way. I would probably say I would give you a chance or something like that. But when you say entertain and you're a stripper, yeah, that's why he's like, I know, that's why he's like, entertain. Like, you just gonna put on a show for me and go on, like what does that mean? And I'm surprised none of the other guys really called her out on that. But yeah, so the question was, what do you think, what does it mean to be a submissive woman? So that's a question that a lot of people get hung up on. A lot of us ladies get hung up on that submissive word, okay? Because we got this movement now that women, we can be tough just like men, and we make our own money. We can do this and that, and all that kind of things. But submission is not a bad word, okay? It's not a bad word. All submission is submitting under the authority of another. That's it. You're submitting your will for someone else's. And actually, in a marriage situation, the Bible says that we should submit one to another. Okay? So it goes both ways, but that's not something that is really taught, but I see it as, if you're a woman and you got this man here, this man should have at least a vision, something. He should know where he's going, okay? Just like Adam in the Bible, he was given his mission, he was given his assignment, and then God saw fit to join him together with his wife, with his rib, right? So, I agree to a certain extent what she said about, that man has to prove, not saying that he has to have it all together, but he should at least know where he's going, where you see yourself in 5 years. Like, somebody that say, I don't know where, you don't have no plan for your life and things like that, pop the balloon, okay? Because this man, how he gonna lead you? What will you be submitting to? I mean, so I get her on that part. I also understand what he's saying, as far as the goals. I have goals that I have set that I haven't achieved yet. Does that mean that I'm not worthy? No, it does not mean that. But there should be some fruit in your life, that you're not just a talker, but you're someone that can actually believe for something, implement it, and it come to pass where you actually see the fruit. Something in your life. I'm not saying all your goals, but something should, something should be seen in your life, But I thought this was a great video to do a reaction on, because I know that's something that we as ladies get caught up on, the submissive thing, the submissive verbiage. Oh, this is not their 1950, time, and all that's outdated and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. But see, this is the thing. God created marriage, and the problem is that we have taken something that God has created and took the reins and want to do things our way. And that's the reason why the rate of divorce is high like it is. That's the way, failed relationships, failed marriages, things, people are, even if they do stay, unfulfilled, because when you take something that was designed by God, but you don't do things God's way, it's a recipe for a disaster. You can't expect for it to work out. So the submission part, it causes you to humble yourself. Just like if you have a relationship with God, you have to submit to his will and his authority and things like that. But he also gives you dominion. Like, he allows you to make your own decisions. He allows you to, exercise your authority, all of that. And I compare that to a marriage relationship. The submission doesn't mean, okay, shut up and go sit down in the corner and you can't say nothing. You ain't got no input on decisions and stuff like that. If you in a relationship like that, then I advise you to, pray, and you need to get out, because that's not submission. That's not true submission, okay? Because if a man really truly loves you, he's not going to treat you like that anyway. He's going to want your help. He's going to want your input on things. Now, the final decision, is going to be his, because God has ordained him to be the head of the household. So that's just what it is. And I know a lot of people may not agree with it, because we have gotten so far away from the original blueprint on how marriage was supposed to go. But like I said, you can't take something that God created and do it your way and expect the same results, because it does not happen that way, okay? And it's just, that's just been a trigger word for a lot of women, because of, I would say, some bad apples. Some men that took that word to heart, like, oh, shut up, you can't say nothing, I control this, but that's a controlling, manipulative man, and I can't, how can you submit to that? Submission should come from your heart. You should want to submit to that man because you love him, you trust his leadership. And that's why I say I have to agree with her when she said, hey, what have you proven to me? Even in the small things. It don't just have to be your goals. But what about if I was in trouble, would you drop everything and come to my rescue? How do I know that you have my back? Things of that nature. Yeah, you prove to me that, hey, if I ever need something, or if I ever, fall or whatever like that, you're there to catch me. If I'm going through something, and would you pray for me? Would you offer to pray for me? Or would I feel like I'm alone? So those are the type of things that I would say would have to be proven to make sure that man is who he says he is, and things like that. Now, I wouldn't have necessarily said the goals thing. That was the example that she used. Because like I said, if that goal does not come to pass, when she might think, she might be the kind of just jump ship and stuff. And he clearly said he had another relationship like that. And, he wanted to marry this girl. And, she wasn't willing to wait around. I totally understand that, because a man wants you to have faith in him and feel him. I get that, but it's other things that you can gauge and just judge by this man's action, his movements. Is he a man of his word? If he said, hey, I'm going to call you today at such and such time, then, and your phone don't go off, and there's no, hey, I got caught up, busy, whatever, and there's no communication, and it happens often, then that man is not a man of his word. If he has produced children, let's say this, with someone else, and he's not doing anything for him, but then he's promising to marry you and you have kids, that's not a man of his word. Because I bet you more than anything, he probably told his baby's mother the same thing, and he's not doing anything for those kids. But how can you trust that he's not going to leave you in the same situation? So I would have said that. I would have, made scenarios like that you have to, if you're a man of your word, I know that you have my best interest at heart, that you have proven that. I have no problem with submitting. And those are things that you can judge and see in the dating phase, even before you get married. That's not something that you will wait to look for until you get married. You're gonna, just like you're a wife before you get married. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. So you gotta already have the characteristics of a wife. You don't just start being a wife when you say I do. And that's a lot of people, that's a whole different message. But a lot of people get hung up on that too. So this was an interesting question. They be having some good questions on here, y'all, and it really sparks conversations. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments about that submissive word, because y'all, it be having folk in a chokehold, but it's really not a bad word, y'all. When you find the right one that is careful with your heart, that cares about you, that has vision, trust me, it will not be hard to submit to that man. It won't be hard. You'll do it with joy. You'll do it because it's really how we were made to be. We were made to be the help me and help our men with their vision and things like that. But you can't help a man that doesn't know his purpose. He don't know where he going. Not saying he got to have it all together, but he should at least have some goals in place and things. I know some men that don't have no goals. So that at all, they live day to day to day. Que sera, que sera. Whatever happened will happen. How can a woman submit to that? Our security is in knowing that this man that I have agreed to spend my life with, he has a plan. He not saying that he got the answer to everything, but that's our security lies in that, in knowing that, hey, I'm not in this relationship alone. My man got my back. I got his back. Because like I said, it goes both ways. So y'all, let's have a conversation in the comment section. I want to know what you think this about this question, about if you even watch this show. I like crazy stuff, So I watch Pop the Balloon, even though I'm married, because I'm just crazy. Like the stuff in the mindset of the dating world, people in the dating world now is just crazy, and I'm so glad that I'm not a part of the dating world anymore, because I probably would just be single and celibate, because the mindset of people, and it's just, you just don't want to open your heart to some of these people. Some of the, they're just weird. I don't know. But anyway, let's have a conversation in the comments. Let's keep it classy and not sassy, okay? We all entitled to our opinion. And so let's have a good discussion. All right. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.